Hello fellow tankers, bonjour amis tankistes. In this video I will present you two gameplays on the Japan map. The first one for the Conquest battle for the Central Cap, and the second gameplay in Domination mode on the map that you see right now. And these two gameplays will illustrate again, as I have mentioned in my main tutorial, which appears now on the top right of the screen, that this area between A and B plays a crucial role to attack or defend A and B in domination the domination mode, or to attack or defend the Central Cap or A in Conquest mode. So this area is absolutely crucial, and the two teams should really work to try to control this area. And let me mention that in domination mode the C cap is essentially irrelevant, and you should definitely concentrate on the two connected caps, the two caps which are easy to attack and defend all together. So let's move to the two gameplays. But meanwhile, let me also thank you in advance for encouraging me doing these tutorials and gameplays by subscribing if you didn't do it yet, and by firing a few likes to the video that you find useful. So the first gameplay, absolutely hectic gameplay with my Leclerc for the Central Cap B, and the second gameplay, which will be a bit different from the gameplays that I've already shown so far in domination mode, since, as you will see, I will concentrate on a direct attack of B. So we are playing the Conquest battle for the Central Cap. I'm playing my Leclerc S2 that I am trying to ace its crew. And notice that we are in a small battle with only 9 players. Ultimately we will have 12 players. This happens quite often when the queue is a bit long, like in top tier, or for instance in simulator battle. And I like these small battles where the impact of a single player can be felt more. Obviously when you are among a team of 16 players, the impact of an individual player is less than if you are in a battle with 9 players. You notice that my squad mate RNG God is playing also his Leclerc. He was reluctant to try top tier, and that was his first session in top tier with completely stock Leclerc. And we had actually an excellent session of 9 wins out of 10 games. So the first goal is to clean A. You see that from this hill where RNG and myself went, you have a good view on the Central Cap, something that I have illustrated in several other gameplays. And now the goal in the following will be to clean this very important hill that the enemy will try to retake. You will see a very intense gameplay, and I will leave you in music because there is not much to say. Controlling this hill and then pushing a bit. battle of rare intensity, where I actually spent all my shells, the 22 shells that I carry on a Leclerc, which goes in the autoloader, and obviously pretty good game. If you want to see also another very intense game on this Japan map with my Leclerc, with also a dozen kills, I put it right now in the top right of the screen. And meanwhile, so you see we have 12 players in the team, and obviously a huge impact when you have essentially half of the kills of the teams of your team. And I hope that you enjoyed this quite intense gameplay in music. So this time I'm playing the Domination version of the map. I'm playing my 7.3 British lineup, starting with this Premium STRV-81 Centurion Mark III with SS French SS-11 rockets, and I'm playing in squad with the two KSK players, including Albert Kropt, a very good player, who is the leader of the squadron. And you notice that we don't need to talk. The two KSK players are going in this crucial area between A and B, because it's simply where the battle is won. Let me just mention, by looking on the map, you don't see all of them, but a lot of enemy made the good decision of going toward A. Here you see even more. Sorry, going between this area between A and B, but will be for a long time a bit too passive. Obviously, my two squad mates will have a lot of work to do to contain this mass of enemy tanks. You notice that most of our team went to C or in this area and will be very passive. You also notice that I died, so with an extremely bad start. So when you have a very bad start like I did, don't discourage yourself first, and don't quit the game, please. The battle is not finished, and as you will see with my Vickers Mark 1, I will have actually a huge impact on the battle. So again, don't give up, even if the battle started very badly for you. So this time I decide to go toward B, to try to control B, because I just think that we are losing the hill, and my goal is to stop the ticket bleed, because the enemy has capped C, and we are hence losing a lot of tickets. So the idea is to cap another zone to stop this ticket bleed. You notice that we have lost the hill, so you don't see all the red tanks on the map, because I'm a bit too far. But despite the courageous fight of my two squad mates, the enemy has controlled the hill, and obviously is in a good position. So you notice that to cap B, I'm coming on this side of the cap. Let me maybe take an aerial view to discuss a bit the capping position on B. So from the south side, from the blue side, my advice is that you always cap on this side of B, and not on this side, because obviously you will be very vulnerable from enemy tanks, which will be in the very important zone that I mentioned many times already. So cap on this zone. Obviously you have to be aware of tanks on the right side, including the two tanks that I killed in the beginning, and also this camping spot here. So you don't hesitate to use a bit this stone here to protect you from this camping spot. It actually works. It's if you are behind this stone, you are actually well protected. I have illustrated already many gameplays played from the other side. So you see that on the other side, here you have this building separating the cap in two parts. You don't have this building here. So here for the red side, for the north side, my advice is that you stay on this side of the cap. That you actually try to fight some enemy tanks which would appear in this area, and you should be really very careful about campers more or less in the position of this leopard here, which can actually kill you if you stay on this side of the cap. So let's resume the gameplay. So here, so far the enemy team is doing pretty well. Maybe they have a bit too many people on C, but at least they've got C, whereas many players on C are doing not much, let's say. But here the mistake of the red side is, instead of keeping on defending this area between A and B, too many of them will come on B. Obviously they see that I'm alone defending the cap, so it's tempting. But as you will see, that will allow my squad mates to retake this area between A and B, which again is the area where you win the game. So here I'm really struggling to kill this crazy AMX-13 French tank, but this one was in the Israeli tech tree. And so you see on the minimap that there are quite a few people on B. Let me accelerate as I am repairing. But you don't need that many people. It's much more important to defend the area between A and B. And you see that my squad mates are starting to infiltrate this area again, and are actually killing some players which are on B. So here I was a bit fucked by the plane, pardon my French, but I will take myself a plane. Let me accelerate. And I will bomb one or two of the remaining tanks on the hill. As I am coming back from my plane, I just have the time to kill a BMP who was shooting at me. I actually kill only one tank with my bomber. So at this point our team has recapture the hill, and obviously what's very important is to prevent the enemy from coming back in this area. So don't stay when you are defending caps, don't stay necessarily behind the caps. Actually staying behind caps is a very bad way to defend them. Advance slightly in front of the caps. The reason is very simple. If you defend the cap behind the cap, the enemy can actually use the cap as a protection to advance and to actually capture the cap. So here I am going to kill the last enemy tank, which is hiding in a crater near the hill that I am mentioning several times. So let me accelerate a bit here. This part of the gameplay I will be fucked again, pardon my French again, by a plane, and I will take again a plane, and this time I think I will kill two tanks coming back to the hill. Yes, two. So here, Albert Kropp and myself, we are chasing this BMP-1, but Albert Kropp is faster. Mine. Well, that will be his kill. Obviously, at this time of the battle, our team has a definite advantage, and you see that our team is even capturing C, but again on this map, C has essentially no impact. Sorry for the small lag of the gameplay. I'm killing a last tank, and I think I will have a last shot here, but only an assist. And I think Albert Kropp will kill this last tank. So let me stop the gameplay at this point. So you saw in this gameplay a fierce defense of B, and on the minimap again my two squad mates attacking and defending this very important area between A and B, and if you don't control this area you cannot cap A, that's for sure. You are in great danger on B, and you lose ultimately the battle. C is irrelevant on this game, on this Japan map. As you can see, a huge impact of our squad with 25 kills against just something like 10 or 11 for the rest of the team. And not only that, but half of the team with 0 kill, with very little impact on the game, 0 kill, 0 cap, and probably the players who went passively fight around C. So I thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed these two gameplays. See you on the battlefield. À bientôt sur le champ de bataille.